So in today's video, I'm going to be playing one of the brand new RP games just like Southwest Florida. It has tons of crazy features like boats, construction sites, and all sorts of crazy things. So stick around because this game's insane. So a few things before we get started. This game is actually in early access, so it costs around 150 Robux to get into the game as of now. However, it will be released to the public on September 30th, so if you want to play this game, be ready for that. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit play here. So first of all, I really like these UIs so far. It's looking really nice, very clean looking. I love them. And as you can see right here, this is like the main spawn area. Tons of buildings, absolutely insane. Now before we get into the actual buildings and the cars and the boats and everything, I actually want to go ahead and look at the UI up here. Most of this is not going to work, but it will work as soon as it fully comes out on September 30th. However, you can get a good idea from here. So first of all, here's like the weather buttons. My guess is that later on you'll be able to click one of these and it'll show you the weather for now and possibly later on, just like in real life. It gives you the time, and then you can hit the settings right here. It says preferences right here, detail quality, and then obviously these buttons don't work like I said earlier. And then these are kind of separate graphic settings from these graphic settings that are in Roblox. And then you can set the volume, nature volume, and the car volume, gauges style, low, medium, high, and max. You could change your FOV, and then braking mode, which I'm guessing is like the car braking mode. You could do low, medium, high, and max. So it's a little bit like Greenville. The jobs button right here, and so far we have civilian and burger fry. Burger fry is actually this building right here. That's pretty cool. And we can go ahead and look in here real quick. Super detailed. I mean, there's tons of things to look at when you come in here, and you'll notice that there is a lot more detailed modeled items than in Southwest. However, I think this is actually taking a small toll on the performance of the game, as this is quite a bit lackier than Southwest Florida. You can go ahead and look in the kitchen in here. You can see the food cooking in here. That's really cool. My guess is some sort of freezer room that isn't quite finished yet. And if you guys were curious, there actually is a free cam, so it's just like Southwest Florida. All you have to do is hit Shift C, and then you can pretty much do everything like in Southwest Florida. So that's cool. The next button on the UI is the cars button. Obviously it's a cars button. You click. As of right now, there is no saving script, so if you do leave the game with early access, cars that you bought will not be saved, nor will your money, so you'll still have 2 million even though you might have spent it already. After that, there's actually a passes button, which just says Game Pass, so there is nothing here yet. Now, will you actually get to start with 2 million? Probably not. Will you get to start with 2 million if you bought the early access? I also don't know. However, I have 2 million right now, so yeah. And then we have this button, which I don't know exactly what this is supposed to do, but yeah, it does nothing. But that pretty much sums up this top button right here. There's no other UIs right now unless you get in a car. And speaking of cars, we can go ahead and buy a car real quick. So you come on in here, also really nice looking area, tons of detail like I was talking about earlier. These prop cars, I love the modeling on these cars. It looks super detailed. We've got jet skis, a boat. Now we're just gonna go ahead and open the menu. I'm just gonna buy a C8, see if that works. Yes, okay, so it does. We can go ahead and go to the car spawner, hit the C8, and we just boom, we got a C8. Now it's very similar to Southwest Florida. You hit F and then E to shift up, and then you hit P to take off the parking brake, and now you can actually move. I'm not going to show you guys the sound because it's super conflicting with my voice, but something unlike Southwest Florida, there's actually an on and off button right here, so that's really cool. Very similar to Greenville. And then you got X for your hazards, and then C for your right blinkers, and then Z for your left blinkers. That shows like welcome back, way too random YT. That's pretty cool. Shows you your fuel gauges right here, and then that I guess lights up when you are running low on gas. Now, as you can see, as we're starting to move, there is quite a bit of lag. That might be because OBS is quite taxing right now. I don't even know why, but it is. But we're just gonna go ahead and look around in the city. We have this massive parking garage. We have this massive parking lot over here, so that's kind of cool. Be great for car meets. And then we have this massive parking garage, so kind of like FinTech parking garage, but in Jupiter, Florida. And then we can't go any farther right here. I do apologize for everything being dark. I don't know if there's any commands or something that I could do to be able to change the time, but this is what we got for now. Heading back to where we started, there's like this stadium concert looking area. This looks really nice. However, I don't know what it actually is for. It might be like a countdown timer for when the game gets launched. However, I don't know that for certain. And there's actually a decently large hotel, it looks like, called the Woods Jupiter, so that's cool. I guess we'll go ahead and check it out. So first off, extremely detailed. We got the bar right here in the middle with tons of seating over to the left of it. And I do have to mention, this looks a whole lot like a cantina from Star Wars. I don't know if you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but that looks a lot like it. So after looking at this is definitely not a hotel, or at least not the bottom section. Maybe the top of it is, but that is not Now, probably the best part and what you guys have all been waiting for is the boats, obviously. I mean, who doesn't want to drive a boat? You actually can't just come up and spawn a boat. You have to go to the dealership, and it's interesting how this thing works. You can actually have a boat and a car at the same time, so that's really nice. But what you have to do is you have to go up, open the UI, you have to go all the way down here on the right and find a center console boat. Buy it, confirm. Now what you have to do is actually hit spawn right here, and now you can close out. And yeah, and a boat will actually be spawned over there on the docks. And as you can see, my car is still spawned, and so basically I don't know if there's going to be trailers or not that you can pull the boats in, but that would be really nice. But yeah, I'm just going to walk over here, get in the boat, and show you guys how the mechanics work. Here's the controls right here. You have to press E to toggle the engine, and you'll see the RPM jumps up right there, and then you hit W for forwards, obviously. So the same controls as a car. As of right now, there's not too much space to drive your boat around, nor is there any other boats than this as of now. Yep, I just beached the boat, so that's kind of cool. Now that we've checked out the main city, we can actually go ahead and go look at the second part of the map. Excuse me driving on the wrong side of the road. And what you might have noticed in the intro, I talked about construction sites. So are these future buildings that we'll get to see later on fully built? I don't know, but as of right now, this looks really cool. There's another big parking lot over to the left, which looks like possibly a boat ramp, maybe, I don't know, but there's some docks. Continuation of all the water, a massive prop building, which I don't know if you'll be able to go in the future, but it does look really cool for now. Huge intersection with a massive bridge, so I guess one day this will be like a map extension. We have two prop neighborhood looking things over there, but looks like a few tennis courts, all this construction props. This looks really cool. And then this massive road that almost looks like the road that takes you to Seaside in Southwest Florida. Huge speed bumps. I mean, this cannot be good for your car. And then these huge beach house duplex things, this big old trailer home park thing, and what looks like an unfinished gas station, like really unfinished. Now obviously, as you can tell, the developers have got a lot of work cut out for them, but so far it looks like they've been doing an excellent job at what they're doing. It actually kind of looks like one of those beach areas that like has like a little restroom and a parking lot, and yeah, that's what it is. And if you ask me, this almost looks like some sort of big boat dock. So if we had like massive super yachts, it would come through here. That'd be really cool. And then earlier when I showed you guys the massive bridge that they were building, that's basically where it is, but there's not too much going on. But that is pretty much all of the game that I could show you for now. I'll also give you guys a link in the description if you do want to buy the early access. But yeah, with that said, if you did enjoy the video, like and subscribe to my channel, and if you want to go a little farther, you can leave a super thanks or a super sticker. But yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys later.